Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Baba Kizo again. So today we are completing the skill assessment for Wi-Fi penetration testing basics. And we're going to answer these three questions with the knowledge gained so far in this module. These are different tools you can attack a Wi-Fi network with. So basically, they are hiring us to perform a Wi-Fi penetration test on their network to see how easy it is to get in there. So if you read this, that's what it says. So your objective is to uncover any flaws that could that could be exploited to gain unauthorized access or disrupt the network. Ensuring game zone studios can address these issues promptly and maintain a secure wireless environment. Harness the Wi-Fi attack techniques you learned in this module to disclose all of the security vulnerabilities. What's interesting to me about this module is the attack is not just the old attack, it's the one that could literally work today, like literally today, August 29th, October 29th, sorry. It literally can work today in the real world. So I'm just gonna be performing this in a safe place, in a hack the box. I'm not hacking my neighbor's Wi-Fi. So don't try to hack Wi-Fi you're not permitted to. So let's get straight into it. First step is to start up the machine. I already did that for a few minutes ago because the machine takes a while to start up. And that's the IP address we are trying to attack, and we pasted here. I already did that. So let's go to and these are the commands we're going to be using today for attacks. So let's go start up our VPN first. Sudo VPN. First step is to start up the VPN so I can access this IP address, and we connect to it through the RDP. I know a lot of us know about the RDP, so this is how we connect to it. It's the same IP address, and click enter. It's gonna pop up the RDP and go from there. Just give it a few minutes. Yeah, so the rest of the network, the Wi-Fi is eating, so this is the only one showing up right now. That's okay. So we go open up our terminal. First step first is just go IW config to find out what interfaces are available. And yes, this is correct. The WLAN O, and if you check your Wi-Fi, this is the frequency it's using. Most likely this 802.11 could be AX or different, but it's definitely this it's using. So we have to change this mode to monitor mode so we can discover other Wi-Fi that is available around us that's being hidden. So how do we change that? Sudo nmon. We use the nmon ng tool to change it to monitor mode. So now it's already started. Sorry if it's confusing a little bit. But I read, this is all I read through it. This is the M1 engine that I'm using. We use the arrow dump as well. We are not going to use this one because we are only attacking just one Wi-Fi network. If there is a lot and there is a lot of information, that's when I need to use this one to map everything up. But I don't exactly need that right now. So let's get straight into it and not talk too much. So let's do the IW config again to see if our mode has changed. IW config. Oh yeah, so we have changed to WLAN OMAN. So it's in monitor mode now. And the frequency it's using is 2.5.4. We can change that, but I think we're fine for this test, this practice test we're doing. So what is the name of the Wi-Fi network with VSSID DHT6 blah blah blah? It's active box, you can see it there, but let's show you how I got that answer. So we start with the arrow dump. Aerodump is what captures the traffic. It's like the Wireshark of Wi-Fi attack networks. So aerodump, just aerodump to the specific Wi-Fi I'm trying to dump the traffic. This is the one. So just click enter. Now it has showed me two access point available. So it means these two Wi-Fi points are available. WPA2 is what 90% of today's Wi-Fi security uses, and this is for the enterprise. And it automatically found it for me because I've done it before, but usually it doesn't just come up like this because this network was hidden. We have to go through the steps to discover it. But based on the fact that I've done this before, it automatically brought it out again. So I'll just show you how to crack the hidden one and find out what this is. So these are the commands to use. We use the word list to do that. We open up a different terminal. Just paste that there and copy the BSSID for the hidden Wi-Fi network. For this question, the answer is already just automatically up because I've done it before. So let's learn how to do the to crack the other one with the hidden thing. So basically this command, this is the tool we use to crack the hidden password. This is the BSSID where you put in there. This is telling this tool that I want to know what ESSID, what Wi-Fi name is related to this. So we are probing them and sending them multiple names from this word list to find out what the real name for this is. And I'm sorry if that definition is confusing. So text me and ask me what do I mean here. So let's just click enter. So out of this word list, we found the answer for this free Wi-Fi. Boom. So now this is gonna change and it's gonna show the Wi-Fi. And these are the um combination he tried before finally getting the Wi-Fi. Free Wi-Fi has the name. So going straight to cracking the password for this for the actor box. It's using the pre-shared key. That's what the PSK means. Pre-shared key. That's when you input your password to connect to a Wi-Fi network. And we go straight back into canceling this one and we change the command a little bit and put it -w means to save under this name, and we use this channel because I had an issue before when I used a different channel. So we use this channel is on channel 1, so it's on the same channel. And if all of these still sound like gibberish to you, I'm sorry. I'm just walking myself through these steps and trying to understand it again. If you don't understand, ask me. So now it's capturing the Wi-Fi and the traffic. So I'm gonna try to disconnect this one because this is the lens we're looking for. I don't know why it went back to being hidden. Okay, now it's back again. I'm gonna try to disconnect it from the network and connect it and make it reconnect again, because if it tries to reconnect again the password is going to be shared. So that's what I'm trying to capture. And these two, this is the client and this is the access point. So I disconnect this client from this access point, means your phone, probably a phone or a laptop or a computer or whatever it is, from this access point. That's the Wi-Fi box, and I already have the command prepared. So let's go and copy our command. This is the command you use, the sudo airplane ng -0 -a. This is the access point and this is the client. Then that's the network we're trying to disconnect it from. So we just go straight into that. Paste here. Enter. So it says waiting, blah blah blah, sending 64 directed de-authentication. So it actually de-authenticated it, and it's reconnected again, and it shows this. So we are going to look through the captured traffic. We know, so it's right here, and this is where it's all saved. Interesting. But if you just select cat and look at what we've captured so far, it's gonna look like gibberish to you, and you can't read it. So it's cat, not city here. Sorry. It all looks like gibberish right now. We can't even understand what we're looking at. So this is the unencrypted form because it's usually encrypted. So we need to decrypt this gibberish we're looking at right now. And the fastest and easiest way to do that is to use aircrack ng. So we just copy this command or just type it in. Aircrack ng, that's the password cracker or the encryption cracker. It's automatically just gonna crack the thing for us, and we just use it that way, you know. And there's different use for all of the captured content in there. Let's just show you first. This is a different thing. This looks like an Excel sheet. There is different use for this. There is different use for this one, and there is a different use for this. And this is the word list we used earlier. But this is the one we are trying to decrypt. This is where the password is definitely going to be. So we are going to use our aircrack ng, and we paste the file name, then dash w. Alright, yeah. Dash w word list dot txt. We just go that way, and yeah. That it's cracked. There is two because I didn't the first time I did crack the name for the first one, but the second time I did not. Just look at this. Kind of slow, but this is the second one we are seeing. I didn't crack the name, but we already found out the name is free Wi-Fi from the earlier reconnaissance we did. Like this is the name. But when I restarted the command, it didn't change. So we're just moving on really quickly, and we found out the name for the Minecraft. So that's the answer for number two. Minecraft. So now connect to the Wi-Fi network and submit the flag at this IP address. And this is kind of really interesting, and I like this part too because in this part, even if you have the password, there might still be something trying to stop you from connecting to the network because you have a different um, MAC address. The MAC address is the physical number on the machine. So if you have a different one, it's definitely or most likely not gonna work. So we have to change our MAC address number. And wait, let's just first off try to connect and show you what I mean. Cancel this, and we take our machine away from the monitor mode, because if you're in the monitor mode in the terminal, it's not gonna find any Wi-Fi network. And wait, one more thing before we go. We found out all of these are just using the basic connection. None of it is connected to the 5G. That's one thing I noticed so far, actually. So, yeah, none of them is connected to the 5G. So, the 5G is still on its own, and interesting. So, let's look at the MAC address. My bad. MAC address for this one is this is the MAC address. I have config. Yeah, we need to change the MAC address number to match one of this, and I think this is the one we are using because it's connected directly to the actor box machine. And yes, that's exactly the one I'm gonna use. We've got to change this name to and see if we can still find any wireless network. No, we cannot. So, how do we do that? First, we turn off the monitor mode. We stop it. We land. Oh man. Now it stopped. So we check it again if it stopped and it's in managed mode. Yeah, now it's in managed mode, and yes, we can find the network again. So we find the password Minecraft. We give it a few minutes and see if it's gonna connect. But I'm sure it's not gonna connect because we have a different MAC address number. So we have to spoof our MAC address to match one of the ones that's already connected to the access point. My bad. So how do we do that? So we look at this command again and see if this should change to WLAN. No, so this says disconnected. It's not connecting even when we have the correct password. So what we do is just sudo ifconfig down. Nah, I didn't specify what should go down. So you do WLAN, or we are trying to take this one down, the WLAN O. That's the one that connects to the Wi-Fi network. So WLAN is wireless network. So put it down. So now it's down. If you do ifconfig now, we should see that it's down and it's not up like it was here. So that's when we can change the MAC address number. So sudo MAC changer, and I forgot the command to change the MAC address. So about I think it's dash M. So we paste the one we want to use now. So yeah, it did change, and this is our new MAC address number. And it's spoofing one of the ones that was connected to the one of the client that was connected to the actor box. I'm really sorry if you're not getting this so far. I'm not a teacher. I'm just trying to learn and work through the steps too. So this is the MAC address for the clients that was already connected to the actor box access point, and it's not on 5G. So I think if we connect to the same one, it might just give us an issue. So we just connect to the gamer 5G that we saw earlier. So now we put it back up. We turn up the IF config back on. So we check it again, IF config, to see if our MAC address has changed. Yep, it did change. So now it automatically actually just connects because it sees that I'm now using the same MAC address as that is accepted, and boom, I'm connected just one time. So to try to call and see if we can access this IP address 168.2.1 current not. I think call is not on this machine. So usually you can use call to probe an access point or probe an IP address, and it's gonna pop up. So go straight to Google and don't sign in because this is just a temporary machine. I'm putting in this IP address 168.2.1. Boom. That's the flag we're looking for to answer the question. So copy that and paste that here, and boom, we are done. I'm sorry, I ran through this really quickly, and I don't know if anyone else is gonna learn from this, but I know what I did. So thanks for joining me today. Stay safe, and happy hacking.